Hey there, today we're going to learn about the Linux command less. And mostly what people use it for is to quickly scroll through a file, look around for things. You can use the VI commands in it. It has some extra handy features in it too, which we'll get to. First, let's just do a quick overview of less. On a server here, let's do log messages. So by default, less starts you out at the very top of the screen. But here you can use the VI keys to get around. So here I'm using the J key to go down and the K key to go up. You can also use Control F to go down, just like in VI. Control B to go back. Uh, so here we are looking at this. This is pretty cool. You can hit Shift G to go all the way to the bottom. Let's look at some of the less known features about less. Let's have it show line numbers. So what we know, if somebody says, oh, you need to look at, line 234 in this file. So all we do is we add -n to it, and now we have line numbers. So we can see it shows us we're starting at line 1. We can go all the way down to line 56,645. So that's handy, but it's kind of annoying looking to me, and we're not needing to use that right now. Edit mode, that's pretty cool too. So if we go back to just regular less, we go in here. Let's do a search for, I don't know. Whatever. We'll look for this, which is on every page here, every line. Let's do 192.168.2. All right. So here's some things we're just gonna scroll around, and let's say we want to edit. Let's pretend it's a regular file. We want to edit this right here. So what we can do is hit V, and that puts us into the kind of edit mode. So we can go I if we want. So this is basically now VI. It uses the default editor. So whatever you use for visudo or the default editor in your Linux, this is what it's going to use. So here I can go, and remember we started this all with less. So here I'm going to replace that 1 with a 4, or I replace it with a 7. And basically that's it. So that's what it is. I'm going to hit save, which is basically a control Shift ZZ, which is what I normally use in Vim. And we'll quit out of that. Let's look at the coolest feature that I like. I use it a lot. Is follow mode. So it's like a tail -F. So normally, if you're looking through messages, or at least when I do, you're doing this. You're looking and you're waiting for the next thing to go. Maybe you're doing this on your workstation and you plug in a USB drive and you look to see what if it's SDB, SDC, or whatever device it comes up under. While you're in less, let me control out of that. You can also have that. So let's say we started out with less, and we're looking around through here, and someone says, "Hey, tell that log file again." So I'm going to get down to the bottom with the Shift G, and then I'm going to hit Shift F, and that puts us in follow mode. So let's see if I can trigger something. You know what? Here, let's do this. Hold on, I'll show you. Okay, let's go back here. Let me just exit out of here. I'm going to open up a new tab here. Alright, so let's go into test. Let me see here. Okay, so we're going to do. Alright, right now there's nothing in there except this write.sh script. So I made it executable. So now we can run it. See the difference here? Chmod plus X, added X's in so anybody can execute it. It's just a little temporary thing we're going to run. So meanwhile, let's go ahead and run it. It's going to make this date.log file. So normally, if you have a file that's constantly being written to and you're looking at the input that's coming in, you're going to use tail minus F. And you can see here, every 2 seconds, it's writing the date to this file. Alright, so I'm going to control C out of that tail. I'm going to go less date log. So now we're in here. This is kind of a snapshot of the date.log file when we first looked at it with less. But say we're looking through and we're looking for data and we're thinking, well, maybe there's some more useful data we can look at. So I'm going to hit Shift F. And now we can watch as everything scrolls by. That's it. Hit Control C to interrupt it. And we're back into less. So we can go up, down, and just hit Q to quit. And we're going to kill this other file. And that's it. So always remember, less is more than more. If we use more, it just you can't scroll up, you can't scroll down. You just have to hit spacebar to hit pages at a time. Never use more. Always use less. Thanks a lot.